What is up, fight fans? It's episode 216 of the Fight Library. I'm your host, Devin Haney, as you saw right there in this general area. Boxing time. If you missed the last one, I forget what it's called. We talked about UFC Vegas 244. If you're an MMA fan, you should check that out because we went in on Jose Aldo and Rob Font, as well as the rest of the card. But today we're talking about Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz's fight, and it was a good one. Very, very good. Yeah, I don't like DAZN. Like, they're kind of, I don't know. That's not slimy or anything, but they're just, I can't put my finger on it. I like the fights they put on, though. They put on good fights, but the product is weird. Like, they take themselves way too serious. They want to be HBO, and they're not. They could be. Time will tell. So anyways, before we get into the episode, drop a sub, drop a review, follow, subscribe, thumbs up, comment. Just whatever you're watching on, do something on it. Ha ha. Follow me on Twitter, Devin Haney TFL, the Fight Library, TFL, you get it. And if you want really like me and you want to support the podcast, Patreon, $5 a month, and you can get in on all of the goodiness that I do just for the Patreon guys, because I love them more than I love anybody else. Just kidding. I love you too. But I do got some cool boxing stuff on there. I've got a Ryan Garcia breakdown with Luke Campbell. But I also want to do a Jack Dempsey piece here soon. I've got a wrestling piece I'm going to start working on. Gable Stevenson's Olympic win. But after that, I think I'm going to do a Jack Dempsey piece, and that's going to be really fun. Jack Dempsey was great. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the episode. Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz was a really fun fight. Haney was beautiful, though, man. I have my concerns with him after this fight for sure. He's not invincible like everybody else wants him to be, but he's really good. And this young man's only 24 years old, and he carries himself well. And this is a stark contrast to what we saw from last week with Teofimo Lopez, actually. We saw both guys. They fought game opponents. Obviously, Haney fought the tougher opponent in Jojo Diaz, but he fought a game opponent as well. And Lopez crumbled, whereas Devin Haney came out the other side not unscathed, but he came out good. So early on, Haney looks phenomenal, man. And like, he's beautiful. Like, his boxing is just the definition of sweet science. He's got some of the prettiest boxing in all of boxing right now. I do like watching Devin Haney. He's looking for the outside foot advantage. Keep in mind, he's only 24, and he's looking for the outside foot advantage. He's fought one southpaw before, he said. And he's already doing these things that he needs to. No stepping on the foot like we saw with Shakur in his fight against the southpaw. I forget who. But at the same time, oh well. First round was weird, though, because, like, Diaz didn't land a single strike. Haney was just piecing him up. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a quick fight. Haney goes to the body, too. A lot of lead hooks. So Jojo has this high guard. He keeps his guard up high. And it frustrated Devin Haney all night. It really did. But he did a good job of going to the body, making his shots count too. So these to the body, it makes you tired, obviously. And Jojo Diaz didn't get tired. It was just one of those guys that he was fighting. It's crazy though, because like Haney's fighting this guy who has over 30 fights to his name, and he's in there looking good with him. And Gary Russell's the only guy to beat Jojo. So this is a big deal for Devin Haney to fight him. And then he's gonna fight Kambosos next, most likely. That'd be fun. I really like that. So, Haney, he's the ref calls him off in round 3. He's like, stop, and Haney throws a cheap shot. These two go at it, and they respect each other. They're just in there going to war, right? Another thing Haney did well, he pivots off to his left, and he was looking for an angle with Jojo. Jojo's just real good at keeping his guard high, and we saw that all night. But, man, like, Jojo just started coming on in the middle part of the fight. Diaz was looking more tired, and Haney was moving around, slipping. Beautiful boxing. A left rear hook from Diaz. He started round 7 really finding his second win, honestly. I fast forward a little bit here. But before that, like, you could see Diaz is what he was wanting to do is make it a dirty, ugly, just brawl. And he did that. He brought it. It was really, like, if you haven't watched the fight, you got to go back and watch it. It was just very, very interesting. It's very fun. I can't say enough about it. It was that good. One of the best I wouldn't say the best fight of 2021. That's the year we're in. Yeah. But it's one of the best. It's fantastic. It really was. So yeah, he's bringing pressure against the ropes and in the corner. Like, he would go all in on Devin Haney, and it would fluster Haney. Like, he would get in brawl. He wouldn't box like he's known to box. So he was doing what he was supposed to there. It just wasn't enough for the whole fight. Diaz hurts him. He had a good round at round 9. Haney did, and then Diaz comes in and he hurts him. So, it's like, man, he's doing good. Diaz was looking for that one shot, though, especially at the end of the fight, because, like, man, I got to finish this. He knows he's behind. Whereas Devin's like, I'm a volume. I'm pop, 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 pop. And Diaz is looking to counter that. It's Devin Haney. I think he's hiding his southpaw, too. So, at somewhere in round 10, you can go watch that round. Haney throws a right cross, right? And he steps through on that cross, and his lead hand is forward. That's something Bud Crawford does. And it's really, how do you say this? Like, stepping through is a real natural way to change your positioning, right? So you got the people who bop, 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 swatch, bop, 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 bop. We see Lomachenko do that a lot. Lomachenko steps through his punches too and does it. But, like, Haney didn't do anything with it off the southpaw, but he stepped through, and it's like, oh, wait, you're hiding something, bro. I know you are. He can fight southpaw. He might not be great at it, but he can fight southpaw. So we're going to see that one day. Probably in a big fight, probably against Kambosos. But he steps through, and it's a really good way a natural way to confuse your opponent. Like, wait, you were just orthodox. Hold on. I'm a southpaw guy, and you're fighting southpaw now. So you have to change exactly how you fight. Jojo's used to fighting orthodox guys. Probably not as used to fighting southpaws because you just don't have that as much in boxing. I would have liked to see him do more with it and do more of it. I bet I'm willing to put money on it that Devin Haney can fight southpaw. He's just hiding it. I'm telling you. Round 11, Haney's looking quick on his feet. Even in round 11, I liked seeing that from him because he can't go the distance. He's getting out the corner quicker. That's where Jojo was getting his best work in. He's getting out. He's pivoting when he's close. It's just good ring awareness in the latter half of the fight for sure. Round 12 was great, though. Diaz was going for broke. He knows, I got to finish this fight. Haney isn't getting much off. Diaz banging it out. Minute left, and Diaz was tired. And Haney starts coming back on. His hands are down. Diaz is up. It's just beautiful, man. It was just like a movie, really. It was awesome. Awesome. And then, like, the last 45 seconds, Devin Haney really starts walking down Jojo Diaz. And then, like, at the end of the fight, these two, they hug it out. Hey, man, thanks for the fight. It was a great fight. And you could tell they had fun in there. And that's what I like to see. It was fun. So, what I really liked, you had two fighters in Haney and Teofimo. Their dads are in their corner, right? And you listen to the corner of Lopez, and he's like, why haven't you knocked this guy out? Take your time. It's like horrible advice. We went in. I'm not going to go in on him there. But, like, oppose that with what we heard from Devin Haney's dad, and it's like night and day. Like, this, he's giving advice. He's like, all right, this, that. He's not filling his head full of garbage. So, I liked what I saw from Haney there. Let's go Kambosos, right? We're going to see Lomachenko fight somebody. He's fighting Gamboa or Yorkis. Is he fighting or is it Comey? He's fighting Comey, I believe. I can't remember. I haven't looked at the schedule in a minute. But, man, Kambosos and Haney. Diaz would have been a fun fight, and he's going to come back and fight somebody good. Teofimo's going. But, man, these guys, they better watch out for Shakur Stevenson. Dude's good. He's so good. I like it. I like the boxing world right now. It's really interesting. You got some young guys that are very good, like Haney and Shakur. You've got these young guys that are just really the next generation. I mean, that's what they are. They're the next generation. They just need to fight each other. Anyways, guys, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. It's really great. Follow me on Twitter. My son just woke up, so I got to go hang out with him. He's 6 months old. He's getting big. He's not going to box. I'm not going to let him box. Maybe wrestle, but not box. Anyways, Blaine Henry TFL on Twitter. That's where you can shoot me a message and say, hey, you said this, and I believe this. Let's chat it out. Fight Library, everywhere else. The website, fight-library.com. Got some karate stuff coming. It's going to be cool. Or you can follow me and sub to me for $5 a month on Patreon. That's going to be it for today, guys. I'll catch you on Wednesday with the UFC preview.